Good morning, everybody. I'm Teresa Perrin, and this is my stock market watch list for Friday, October 14th, 2022. Please smash that like button and be sure to follow me if you want to get my morning watch list every day. Please remember, nothing I say is financial advice. Always do your own DD. And again, this is a watch list. It doesn't mean to run and blindly buy these. Let's get started. Guys, this is a brief insert because I realized I left MMAT and MMTLP off of this video, so I'm sticking this in the beginning somewhere, but please keep those on your watch list as well. I do think that we could see some continuation. We do have options, which I'm not sure if they have weeklies. I know they have monthlies in the stock, but guys, I do not trust yesterday's pull down. I think it was a short attack to try to kill momentum, and I do think that the stock does see a continuation of a move upwards. So definitely keep it on your radar. I don't think that play is done, whether it continues today or it cools off for a bit and then makes another run. I'm not really sure. It could go either way, but there were no shares left to borrow as of last night. I haven't checked this morning, but definitely keep that on your watch list as well. All right, let's get started. AVCT, American Virtual Cloud Technologies. I'll start with this today since I accidentally left it off the list yesterday, but I did add it in a tweet. But guys, please know that this is finally breaking out due to a technical breakout and I believe some short covering to follow it. It did get a doji candle print on Wednesday, followed by the move up Thursday. This morning it was on my scanner first thing in the morning, like around 6:45 a.m. It quickly disappeared. But guys, I do believe that we see a continuation of this move up, and I'd like to see a nice push through that 190 and then $2 resistance area. ILAG, guys, if you follow me, then you know that I have been calling this out since it was at $2.05. And this has not only been a wonderful stock to swing trade, but you can also really ride the runs in this stock because it does make moves pretty much every single day, both to the upside and to the downside, but more so to the upside. And it is up 3.39% in pre-market. So I am keeping this on my radar for a continuation of this move higher today. IMRA. Guys, IMRA has been going absolutely nuts in pre-market, and it is based on a catalyst. Let me just pull it up because I did screenshot it. So the name of this company is Arix Bioscience, and they announced a portfolio company, or Arix Bioscience says portfolio company IMRA announces a merger deal with Enliven Therapeutics. So they're going to raise about $165 million in a private financing offer, and this has this just ripping in the pre-market. And I would expect to see perhaps a pullback followed by a continuation of this move to the upside, guys. So if you missed out on the initial run, you should not just blindly jump in and wait and see if there is a pullback for a continuation. ATXI. All right, guys, there's a long story behind ATXI. You can watch some of my videos, but they pissed off a lot of investors, myself included, based on the fact that they did an offering at half the value of what their stock was currently trading at, which caused a massive dump in shareholders selling, obviously down to around $2 it got to, maybe slightly above. But guys, it is pulling back to the upside now. That deal has completely closed and the short interest is going through the roof. Believe it or not, Avenue Therapeutics recent short interest, the percentage of the free float short has risen 1,837.31% since its last report. And they're reporting that 524,000 shares are sold short, which is 64.9% of the regular shares available for trading. Guys, that is a huge short interest, as I'm sure you're all aware. And I do expect to see ATXI continue to make volatile moves. It will definitely, in my opinion, get up past that 330 offering price very soon. And I wouldn't be surprised if it got back into those wild double-digit swings that it was having prior to that crazy, announcement of the merger, which dumped it from the double digits down to $6.60. Then they announced that they were doing the offering at $3.30, which to me seemed like a hedge fund short, because guys, trust me, there were more shorts in this than there were shares because the float is tiny, tiny, tiny. And they basically screwed investors to save hedge funds is the way I looked at it. But guys, if you're looking to make money on the way up, then this is the time to ride this one back to the upside. LASE, guys, I don't even know what's making this move. I think it's trying to find where it belongs trading at its comfort level, because this is a fairly new stock, laser photonics, LASE, and it continues making these crazy moves to the upside, but with these weird gaps. So just be cautious, but I think that you're going to see continuation of this move up. HUT 8 mining, guys, I think that given the indices being green again this morning, if that continues, then you're going to see, the Bitcoin mining stocks continue to rise up as Bitcoin has been following the indices. So I do expect to see HUT, MARA, Riot, AVCT, BTCM, all of those mining stocks for Bitcoin to make moves up back to the upside today. And HUT, guys, I am looking for that break above $2. If you were on the space call last night, you know that they had 1 cent calls yesterday when I called this out. And those are up to 3 cents. But guys, I think that we could break 2 and see a nice run in HUT. FUBO. FUBO made a nice, very, very nice move up. Yesterday, this big green candle that you see is from yesterday, where it moved up to, gosh, I want to say it was like 430, 440, something like that before it pulled back. It's pulled back to that $4 range in pre-market this morning. I expect to see a continuation of that move upward today if the market stays green. RLMD, guys, I called this out yesterday as something to watch and solely watch. I don't know that it's found its bottom, but it had very bad phase 3 clinical trial information, and it dumped 82.44% in a day. It was nuts. It went down to under $5 and pulled back up, and it's been ranging in this between 6 and 750-ish, I want to say, range. I'm not sure the exact height it got to in that $7, but it's been going back in that 6-7. And guys, according to what I've seen, and I haven't done a lot of DD because, again, this is just something that I'm watching for a potential rebound rally. But from what I've seen in the comments, that they're continuing with this phase 3 trial and they have more patients to report. There was some issues, they think, with the placebo. I'm guessing, guys, they had, as an RN, and I do mean this with all due respect, but you have a placebo effect when you give any patient medication, but their placebo effect was like 15% or 14 point something percent saw improved results in this depression medication. Guys, I think it was the fact that they were taking a medication and it was a psychological effect, because I hate to say it, but it's true, that exists. But that was a very high level, which was almost as high as the amount of patients after 4 weeks that reported improvement from antidepressants. But I'm going to tell you something from my experience, and guys, before I did hospice nursing, I did geri med psych nursing, so I know something about antidepressants. They generally take 4 to 6 weeks before they work at all. So the fact that, at 4 weeks, only 15 or 16% of their patients were showing improvement, that would be normal. I'd like to see what's at 6 and 8 weeks, because that's when you generally start to see more improvement. It takes a while for these meds to get into the system. So I wouldn't rule RLMD out. I think more data is coming out in December. This could be an interesting rebound candidate. Just saying. RMED, guys, this is something I've been watching since their reverse split. Today is day 10 for their compliance, just like it is with AVCT. So as far as this goes today, guys, I truly expect to see either this start to make some kind of a rebound rally and gap fill, either today, or shorts may attack it one more day. But I think when that news breaks on Monday, if RMD does a press release stating that they're back in NASDAQ compliance, I do think that you're going to see a nice rebound rally in RMD. This is not a stock I would advise anybody to hold in their portfolio long term, or, for too long, or even just, guys, be careful. This is something you get in, you get up, and you get out when the time is ready to strike, because they are doing a reverse merger with Catheter Precision. And again, reverse mergers don't normally play out well to their shareholders. Catheter Precision is a great company, but guys, I believe that they're the ones that benefit in the reverse merger, not necessarily RMD. Although, who knows what's going to happen over time. That's just a general thesis that most traders feel, and investors about reverse mergers. So guys, that's it for today, and I hope that you all have an amazing day in the market and make tons of money. I do want to say that I thought I took a picture of JP Morgan Chase, but banks in general today also have earnings coming out, so they could be a good opportunity to either ride to the upside or downside. And guys, I do think that their earnings may have some effect towards the sentiment in the market and the indices. So if the indices suddenly turn red, then you better bet that banks reported bad earnings. If they stay green and go strong, then banks had positive things to say and are still doing well. So anyways, guys, keep that in mind today when you're trading. And also know that I think yesterday's rebound rally was there was nothing that should have caused that. And I think it's a fake out that eventually we're going to see a fallback. Now, the question is that going to come before, during, or after midterm elections? Well, we're in this before category, and I think Democrats need to rally. So I think this rally could last a little bit, but do not trust it. Do not feel safe at all. This economy, according to these recession reports, it's not good. Just be careful, because I think things are going to get a whole lot worse. It may be a nice little bull run in a bear market. But guys, remember, we are still in a bear market. So just be cautious. All right. Thank you again for watching, and have a wonderful rest of your day.